Busy in his home in Nyalunya area in the outskirts of Kisumu, James Omondi is picking kale in what is likely to be his dinner tonight. This is no small feat. This modest harvest has come to mean an assurance of food on his plate and that of his family of 3. Food security that was elusive for the kiosk owner and peasant farmer, whose harvests have since changed.
It has been on the decline because of climate change, the unreliability of rainfall.
For the past 2 months, Omondi has been practicing a new form of farming known as multi-storey farming. In developed countries, the name implies indoor greenhouse farms existing on several floors of a building. Here in Nyalunya, however, it is more modest in nature. It involves planting seedlings in perforated sacks. Upon germination, the plants sprout from the holes, creating a semblance of several stories of crops, hence the name.
We used to plow the traditional way of scattering or panda hapa na pale. But now it is very easier to water this type of system. You can easily tend to it. Now the harvest is bumper. The leaves are big, they are soft. Then the harvesting time doesn't take long.
Kitambo nilikuwa nikienda kununua mboga na sasa hii siwezi nunua. Sasa hiyo pesa naweza enda hata kununua nao maziwa ama kitu kingine.
This has become the alternative mode of sustainable subsistence farming that Omondi and so many other farming households here in Nyalunya have turned to, not only due to little land for cultivation, but to make their contribution towards the protection of the Lake Victoria wetlands basin, a project championed by Ecofinder Kenya organization based in Kisumu.
Communities also depend on the wetland for farming because they don't have enough land for farming, and the reasons are that the wetland areas are more fertile and there's enough water.
Yeah, we are planting along, we have the wetlands down there, we could do that.
Be it to combat the consequences of climate change and to survive, many have now been forced to look for alternatives. According to experts, Lake Victoria Basin remains adversely affected by several factors, including human settlement, industrial pollution, overfishing, water hyacinth infestation, spelling the very potential death of the world's second largest freshwater lake.
A lot of the inlet rivers, they pass through the wetland before getting into the lake. And if we find that the communities have cleared the wetlands at the river mouth where the river goes into the lake, the wetland cannot filter this waste, because that is like one of the basic functions that the wetland is supposed to do.
It is estimated that at least 30 million people depend on Lake Victoria directly for their livelihood, a livelihood that is at stake as many now try to reverse the harmful effects of man on nature. Esther KTN in Kisumu.